Yo man, Life of Times, we back. And today we talking about that dirty C word, content. Yo, Life and Times, we're back, man. Today I want to dive deeper into what I spoke about last week. But before I do that, I want to just thank everybody. We reached episode 9, which is dope. You know, that makes it actually like a little over 2 months of content that I've been making, and just seeing the growth of everything, seeing the improvements with the comments, the sharing, the engagement on social media, as well as actually on the YouTube page. Is pretty dope. I thank you guys for everything that you're doing with that. But what I want to talk about again today, like I mentioned, was content and multi-purposing content. And the reason why is because I was watching a talk by Gary Vee, and in it he mentioned that you should make 100 pieces of content a day, which at first threw me for a loop because I'm like, wait a minute, 100 pieces of content? Like, I can't do 100 pieces of content. But he broke it down and he mentioned about multi-purposing content again, which had me thinking this is dope because I was just talking about this. But he mentioned something that I didn't think of before when I was mentioning ways that you can multi-purpose content, is not only doing a video, turning it into a podcast, but you can also make it a blog post. And that's crazy because that kind of blew my mind, but it also had me thinking, okay, does each social media space count as a different piece of content? So Instagram, the caption may be different on it, which may touch the audience or engage the audience in a different way. You may use emojis in Instagram. With Facebook, you may can use more text because the photo is going to grab the attention, and then they're going to kind of look at the actual caption of the photo. But then Twitter is a totally different beast because you're normally looking at the wording first, the tweet, and then you'll check the photo that goes with it. So it kind of makes you think, and it kind of also shows you that there's multiple ways that you can actually make content from what you're doing. As I mentioned before, you're spending so much time making this content. Why not give it to the largest audience as possible? Why not let it reach somebody on Twitter? Why not let it reach a blog or a podcast format listener that may want to listen to the audio instead of actually look at the video? You know, you put it on YouTube, but you can do so much more with it that can be dope. Not to mention when you're making the content, like, so let's take instance, if you're a photographer and you're doing photography, not only can you do the photo and then put it on the different spaces, but you also have stories on Facebook and Instagram that you can put into, and that can be more of a candid shot. So you can take your phone and just take a video of the area, you know, letting people know, hey, I'm doing something here. Stay tuned for more information about this. So look below for the posts on the actual feed of everything that I'm doing. And it kind of lets the person feel like they're part of the process. It helps make them feel like, you know, they're there with you. And I think it actually helps engagement. I think it's been shown that it helps engagement as well when you create a bond or a connection with the person instead of just throwing stuff in their face and saying, hey, buy this from me. I sell things, buy it from me. They're like, why? I don't know you. I know you from Adam's House Cat. I'm not buying, I'm not spending my money on something. You know, it doesn't have a hype behind it or anything else. So it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope just hearing other entrepreneurs, especially somebody as large as Gary Vee, kind of have the same type of concepts or thoughts as you of what you're thinking. Of course, he has a larger scale of it, but just to know that, okay, you're in the right mindset, you're in the right space. That's pretty dope. You know what I mean? So I gotta up my game, man. I gotta figure out how to get these 100 pieces of content out a day. And you know, that can be daunting, but also it can be done. It's feasible. And even if it's not 100 pieces of content, it may be 70 for you. It may be 50 for you, you know, but it shouldn't just be, okay, one piece. I put this one thing out today and that's it. I mean, you have the return of investment for the hours that you're spending. You want to get as much return back as possible for what you're doing. And you can't do it just in one space, baby. You can, but just think, if you're doing it great in that one space, how much better would it be in different spaces? You know, how many more people can you reach? That's cool. At the end of the day, if you're a person that actually wants to reach people with your product or reach people with your business or your services, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? So that's it. I wanted to touch bases with you guys and kind of dive deep into what I spoke about last week again, because I thought this was a really, really dope concept. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta up my game now, man. I gotta up it. So we'll make it happen together, y'all. We'll do it. But yeah, we're gonna hit you with a commercial, and then we'll come back to the question of the day. All right, Yo, today's episode is brought to you by the Culture Tee by Cre8ive Minds Clothing. Size 1X through 6X, made with ring spun cotton, so you got something soft, durable, and stylish. Need I say more? Oh yeah, it's only $20. So head on over to Cre8iveClothing.com, pick out one for you or the big man in your life. It's cool. Or should I say, dope. All right, we back with the question of the day. And it's this: where do you see the marketing space for entrepreneurs in the next 10 years? If you can recall, if you're an old entrepreneur like myself, the internet wasn't always the wave. It wasn't the way to get out to people. You had, printed media that you would put out for reaching people. You would take ads out on television. It was a lot more expensive back then. And you see stuff now becoming more modernized, more cheaper to actually market and reach potential customers or potential fans. What do you see that going in the future? I don't know. I want to say the VR space, maybe the next big wave, kind of like you see in the movies, the futuristic movies, where they can just look at something and an advertisement pops up. And that does sound dope. I think it has some time to get to it. But I don't know, 10 years, a lot can happen in 10 years. It's a pretty big stretch. I don't know. Think on it though. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, you always want to future-proof yourself. Future-proof yourself, you're great. You know what I mean? You gotta think now, but also think in the future what's going to happen. So yeah, like I said, I think VR is going to be the next wave as far as marketing. I think it's a big opening for people to get into it and actually start reaching potential customers and clients. I'm just not sure where or how yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. But yeah, so that's it, man. I hope you guys just continue to think on multi-purposing your content and also think in the future what you're going to do. If the internet was to go out in another 3 years, if it becomes the old man's game. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, as always, stay dope and be blessed. Yo.